timeout as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowle, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Rebels offense has the football first here today. This is going to be a tremendous showdown. Strength versus strength. This quarterback's having a monster year, but this is a high-powered defense, the best he's seen. Can't wait to see what happens, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, this is going to be what you really hope to see is this quarterback who can do it all. Can he deal with the intense pressure that this defense is going to put on him? Talking to the defensive coordinator this week, they feel that they can really rattle the quarterback by putting a lot of pressure on him, giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see how it plays out. Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Here comes the bunch formation. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Bradley. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition.
Who's in the clear? He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Rebels' offense is on the move now. Looking for some space. It's Lacey. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. He finds some space. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be 1st and goal at the 7.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-go situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short.
Touchdown, Ole Miss, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. Let's check out the impact players in this game. There are guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
One man in the backfield will get the football.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense comes out 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. He's found some room at the 45. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Jet sweep call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and the speed they have.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Here comes a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. Important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Touchdown, Wolverines, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? They'll run it here. He gets loose. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The player was down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up for the 1st down. With the catch, it's Alexander. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The sure hands. It's Cunningham. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Direct snap. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the 1st down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Touchdown, Rebels! That's how you finish a play. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Makes the grab. It's Cunningham.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. A short game, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hoping for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Direct snap. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. On when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grant down the middle. It's Bradley. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. And the Rebels come to the line with first and goal. And we're going to throw now on first down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made on the left side. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Wolverines will line up on first and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Rolls it in. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking for a man deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt today for the offense. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing...
The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And the extra point was up and good. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team not going to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. He's got room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Rebels will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. Offense has been the story of this first half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. That's caught. It's mush. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Grab behind the line. It's Owens. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. He bought some time. Now lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
He knocks it through with confidence. They settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half?
There's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilliam. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Rebels will kick this away to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
That's reeled in. It's Taylor. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Quarterback operating an empty set. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Second down after that short completion. He hands it to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Fights through the tackler. Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Nice grab. It's Taylor. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Tight end goes in motion. And going to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Gilliam. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Looking to throw yet again. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And third down is a handoff. End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down here for this offense.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
That's caught. It's Moffitt. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. There's the second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. That is broken up and incomplete.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pass rush gets home. The Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. As the first down is still going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Gilliam.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they jump on top here in the second half. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. And the back gets the football. Brought down after a short gain. That'll wrap up the third. And Kirk, It's Ole Miss on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Trying to create here on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Looking to throw here. Finds his man. It's Cunningham. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Fights through a tackle. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Trying to find room. It's Gilliam. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offense.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Rebels. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
PAT up and good, so the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it! Can you believe it? A huge... slips through his hands.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Pounding away with the run game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. possible for their offense. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. He breaks free. They can't stop him. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat one. It's a first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Great cut there. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Well, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Playoff game on the line here. The offense, they keep away to secure the victory. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. They got him down, but that first down should be enough to move them into the next round of the playoff.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.